What's good, y'all? Welcome back. I'm your host, LJ. This is Casual Takes. Dana just announced some new fights. We're going to get into it. First of all, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, comment so I can get up in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? And without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to go in order from worst fight to best fight. First off, we got Alexandre Pantoja versus Kaikara France. We need to just see Pantoja take like 18 months off, bro. Because we know he's dominating the division, dog. Let's be real. He's going to win this fight, and he's going to keep on winning until, I don't know. Manel Cap was a pretty close fight. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Manel Cap could beat him, but I don't see nobody beating him. To provide some like decent analysis, Kaikara France, he is a good striker with good takedown defense. I think he's a little small, and I just don't think he's as strong as Pantoja. I think he's going to get grappled. He's going to get held up against the fence, and he does not have the power to put Pantoja down like Davis and Figueiredo does. So Pantoja is just going to be able to walk forward like he always does, throw his little strikes, get hit on the chin, and it not really matter. You know what I'm saying? With his apparently unlimited gas tank, even though he's mouth breathing during the second round. It's crazy. Yeah, though. Pantoja, he's going to win this fight pretty easily, probably by 49-46 decision. I doubt that he finishes Cara France. I don't think he can do it on the feet. Maybe if he gets his back on the ground, because Pantoja does have very good submissions from the back. So yeah, Pantoja's going to win this one easily. Like, let's be so for real. Next up, we got Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. This is a difficult one to break down, partially because before the Whitaker fight, Khamzat Chimaev said he's going to start to manage his gas tank instead of full sprinting, which we just didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Chimaev pretty much got Whitaker's back immediately and hit him with that face crank that completely destroyed his teeth. We just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if he does come out with the same game plan he's always came out with, and du Plessis manages to survive the first round, because we know how good of a grappler he is, and he's extremely strong. He's not a guy that you can just bully around. I think that du Plessis gets it done pretty easily if he goes past the first round. Honestly, with what we've seen from Khamzat on the feet, I think du Plessis probably gets it done by TKO, honestly, in the later rounds. Just because of the gas tank of Chimaev, plus the limited stuff we've seen from him on the feet. We've really only seen a 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really have much to his kicking game. Doesn't really have much to the boxing aside from the 1-2 is pretty decent. And he does have a lot of power. But let's be real, he's not putting down du Plessis. And we just saw DDP masterclass Sean Strickland, who has a similar game plan on the feet of just staying behind the 1-2. And Chimaev gets hit way more than Strickland gets hit. So yeah, if it's on the feet, the fight takes place primarily on the feet. DDP's winning that easily, probably by TKO in the later rounds. But Chimaev is easily the most the most dangerous grappler that we've seen ever in the history of MMA. So it's hard to say what's going to happen. But yeah, as of right now, I have Dricus du Plessis by late rounds TKO. Next up, we got Ilia versus Charles Oliveira. This is the fight in the thumbnail. And I didn't clickbait you guys. I think Charles is screwed, bro. Ilia's got way too crisp boxing. He's got way too much power. Charles, bro, he gets hit. He's getting rocked by Justin Poirier, rocked by Michael Chandler, rocked by, what's our boy name, Justin Gaethje. It's just going to be very hard to see, like, me envisioning a game plan where Oliveira doesn't get clipped on the chin. And I think if he does get clipped, Topuria just has the accuracy, has the power to put his lights out, bro. As of right now, I have Topuria by KO. I do think that if Charles has the game plan of staying completely behind his kicks, like I'm talking teeps, body kicks, things of that nature, he can leg kick Topuria. He's extremely open for leg kicks. We've never seen him intelligently defend a calf kick ever because he's so heavy on that front foot. So if Charles does have the game plan of staying on the front foot, do not let Topuria back you up, throwing the calf kicks, throwing the teep kicks, honestly just avoiding boxing exchanges at all, I could and he would also have to offensively wrestle, which we did see in the Michael Chandler fight. So it's possible he can win, but let's be for real, that's like a 10% chance of him really having a perfect game plan to beat Topuria, which is what you need. Because we saw Max come in with a damn good game plan, and he still got knocked the hell out. You have to be perfect if you're going against Ilia, And I don't think Charles is capable of being perfect defensively over 5 rounds. So I'm gonna have Ilia by KO. Probably gonna have that on my parlay. Next up, we have what, in my opinion, is probably gonna end up being a fight of the year: Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight belt. This is gonna be a scrap, and I'll let you know why right now. Islam is not going to be able to take Jack down with any type of consistency. We saw Bilal, who's a much better, I'm not going to say much better wrestler, but he has better wrestling than Islam. And he was not able to get Jack down with any type of consistency. I think what Islam's going to have to do if he wants to get Jack down is get him at the towards the fence. And we know Islam is not a pressure-heavy fighter. So it's going to be hard for him to get Jack up against the fence in order to get these takedowns which he gets against his other opponents. So I think this is going to take place on the feet for sure. If they do somehow get to the ground, not somehow, if Makhachev does end up being takedown heavy and he's able to get Jack on the ground for prolonged amounts of time, which I just doubt happens, JDM did not give up his back once against Bilal. So I doubt that Islam will be able to take his back. The only way that Islam gets the fight finished on the ground is if he gets to that front headlock position that he had Moicano and Poirier in. Once he gets you there, he's going to slap on the darts and you're going to go to sleep. But I do think that Craig Jones can help Jack game plan against that. I really do. I think that if you have Craig Jones in your corner, we've seen with Volkanovski, he's game planned against Islam twice. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think that Craig Jones is going to allow JDM to not be prepared for that front headlock position, which is why I doubt that he gets finished even if the fight does go to the ground. So what do I think happens if the fight takes place on the feet? If the fight takes place on the feet, I do see Jack Della Maddalena winning. And I'll let you know right now why. I think it's going to be primarily a boxing fight. Islam does not like to throw kicks when he's not going against another southpaw. I think JDM is going to know that. And he's primarily going to stay in orthodox, although he is a switch hitter. He does tend to change into southpaw, but not really for prolonged amounts of time. JDM has the second best boxing in the UFC behind Ilia Topuria, just because he doesn't have the power that Ilia does. He also has good leg kicks. He also has good head kicks. I think that JDM going forward is going to be a problem for anybody. Islam is also very comfortable on the back foot, and that's why I think that he could struggle against JDM. But I could see Islam finishing the fight on the feet if he times a head kick on JDM. JDM was using a ton of movement, especially after he threw his jab, because he knew Bilal liked to fire back immediately as soon as he gets touched. So if he's doing that against Islam, Islam has great kicks. I think Islam could recognize that, because we know the way he game planned for Volk that second fight, he knocked him out with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? So if he does see that in JDM's game, he could hit him with a head kick, or possibly he's whipping up the head kick no matter what, and JDM is privy to that. He's like, damn, I don't want to get hit with that. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe he could stop with all the head movement that he was finding success with against Bilal. With all that being said, though, I still think JDM gets it done, man. Probably by decision. I think he's better than Islam on the feet, specifically the way that they like to fight. JDM's going forwards is better than Islam going backwards, in my opinion. And that's the way they both like to fight. So give me JDM. That's all for today's videos, fellas. What the fuck? Oh my God. That's all for today's video, fellas. I know y'all see the green screen. You feel me? I got my equipment set up. I'm gonna try to mess with that camera, because I did see that there's a way I can link the Sony camera to Streamlabs. So I'm gonna try to hook that up. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm recording on my phone or whatever. Anyways, y'all don't care for real. Yeah though. I'm gonna hit y'all with another video this week. I'm gonna talk about the Cavs, potential trade targets. I'm gonna talk about the Pacers in that video as well. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know you messing with the setup. Let me know if the video quality is really bad and I need to jump on that camera next video. Also, video ideas. Let me know what I should make. Doesn't have to be sports related. I can make a second channel. You feel me? With all that being said, I'm out of here, bro. Peace.